And your sleeper wild card NFC team is the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of tools. AP's back in the building. It's great when we can do a training camp battle where it's a plethora of options. And at cornerback, they got one opposite Xavier Rhodes.
Right.
Three guys that I think any team in the NFL would love to have on their roster.
You're exactly right. Anybody would like to have these three guys on their roster at any type of position in the secondary. But yeah, I do look at that starting cornerback spot opposite Xavier Rhodes. It's a three-man race there. Captain Munnerlyn, of course, a very good player, came from Carolina in free agency years back. Right. Trey Waynes, first-round pick from this year. Of course, they want to see something out of him. And then Terrence Newman. Terrence Newman, of course, been with Mike Zimmer, not only in Cincinnati, but Dallas before that.
Sure. So
he's certainly going to understand the scheme, and they have a relationship there. That makes a lot of sense as well.
All right, so Xavier Rhodes, you talked about so much last year. You think he's great.
Right.
Is there one guy you can eliminate out of that three that you don't think fits in opposite him right now?
I think right now I would be a little hesitant. You have some veteran players there, so I think I'd be a little hesitant as far as Trey Waynes.
Don't throw him right in the mix.
Don't throw him right in the fire. You don't need to. And we've seen Zimmer have this approach before, even in Cincinnati with the Dre Kirkpatricks. He lets them learn the ways of the NFL, the scheme on defense. And listen, it's just a whole different type of animal at the wide receiver position in the NFL as compared to the Big Ten. He might have saw one legit NFL receiver, maybe Devin Smith from Ohio State at his years in the Big Ten. Now he's going to see a stud out there every week. So I think it's going to become between Munnerlyn and Terrence Newman.
Dude, there's a lot of good wide receivers in Iowa these last few years. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so that means it's coming down to Munnerlyn and Newman.
Right.
My gut tells me they spent a lot of money on Munnerlyn.
Right.
That's the guy. What are you thinking?
No, I'm thinking the opposite. Now, Munnerlyn, I think, is still going to be a part of the rotation, but I am going to go with Terrence Newman if I'm Mike Zimmer. Newman's played phenomenal the past few years. He really found a resurgence to his career once he teamed back up with Zimmer in Cincinnati. I think you keep him as the outside corner. Captain Munnerlyn, what he did so great when he was in Carolina before he came to Minnesota, he was one of the best nickel cover corners there was in the game. He's small, he's shifty, he's tough and feisty. He really is the perfect nickel cover corner. I think if you have Terrence Newman, Xavier Rhodes on the outside, you put Captain Munnerlyn on the slot, and then you know what I say too. You gotta Harrison Smith at safety.
Yes.
They don't know who they're going to play at the other safety. Maybe in passing situations, you throw a Trey Waynes out there.
Wow.
He's certainly willing to tackle, and we know he can cover a little bit. I don't think that would be a bad option. I would toy around with things like that in training camp.
Quite the steal in free agency with Terrence Newman. I mean, he's been in the league forever, and he might be going to the playoffs. Minnesota Vikings, I'm just saying.
Watch
out. Teddy, lead him to the promised land. Terrence Newman looking strong. We'll see what he does in training camp.